raise a man. Now let me say that again. Some of y'all are not gonna like this. As I said, a woman cannot raise a man. When a woman raises a man, she neuters her son instead of nurturing him. Now, this is where I should have taken another offering before I made a statement. I know 80% of my support are women. But the aspect here is the process where, in order for that boy to come into his own as manhood, even Jesus had to, even the prophet had to write these words. It pleased the Father to do what to the Son? The Father, this is why Father's Day gets no appreciation. Because when you look at it, it is the job of the father to bruise the child in order to push the child into purpose and potential. Mother will never bruise her child. She's like the divine healer. In order for Jesus to have a resurrection, it took the Father to bruise the Son. Now, and because the Father bruised the Son at Calvary, the Son resurrected into who he is today. Now let's go on further here. Let's look at these couple of points. We have 5 minutes. The Father, if you look at a diamond that needs to be shaped, the Father is the hammer. The mother is the chisel. What happens when you apply the hammer directly to the diamond? It ain't gonna shape without a chisel. If you put a hammer directly on the diamond, it's gonna crush the diamond. What happens if you have only the chisel next to the diamond? What happens if a chisel next to the diamond? Will it shape it without a hammer? Why not? It needs the pressure. So you got to have the pressure of the hammer and the shaping with the chisel. The father is the hammer. The wife is the chisel. The chisel cannot shape without the pressure of the hammer. The chisel takes all of the blunt of the weight and then guides that skillfully so that the diamond is shaped. It knows how to maneuver the pressure so that the diamond is shaped. Now, I mean, what do you think about this when you start looking at stones being made? So a boy is a person who has entered into a stage of self-discovery. Now, principle number 3, read that for us there.
Some women have an innate knowledge that they're dealing with a boy, yet they choose to ignore the signs.
Okay. Let's read the 3rd paragraph there. When women marriage.
Women, marriage is a huge leap into destiny. If both parties don't have the strength for the leap, don't jump.
See, if both parties don't jump for him, make sure both of you have the strength to jump. Read on.
You'll crash. Ladies, if you are considering marriage to a man, then you need to know if he's marriage material.
All right. So you have to do the examination. We're going to be talking about relationships for a minute here. Read on.
Ask yourself some key questions before you say, I do. These are keys that will unlock foolishness. Will he hold his seed?
Okay. Does he have any control? Because remember, a male needs the basic appetite met. And sex is in the basic appetite, basic needs, when you start looking at Maslow hierarchy of needs. Go ahead.
Remember, there is a difference between can and will. Can is his intrinsic ability. Will determines his actions. Every male can has the ability to hold his seed, but will he? Or is he expecting to bed you before he weds you?
Okay.
Are his hands setting fires that burn through the night? Is he whispering promises of forbidden delights? Or does he respect you and encourage you to be a woman of honor? A man will hold his seed. In fact, a man will expect his woman to keep her garden closed until he has finally paid the price of her redemption. A man will never stoop to the level of a thief and rob you of your prestige, but rather he will shelter you with his.
All right. And next week, or next time we get together on Tuesday, we will be talking more about this, because we're going to talk about how there is like one man to every 7 to 8 women, and how the competition has become steep. And because of the steep competition, what some of the competitors have done in the art of war to disturb the balance in community. And so we are beginning to deal more with this next time. Well, I hope you got something out of today's lesson.